is going on, everybody? It's your boy Ike Ude back at it with another episode of Purify Your Hustle. And on today's episode, I'm going to be continuing the Communications for the Nation series. So with that being said, let's jump right in.
I remember back then we was friends. Now I'm still like the Essex on me. And I'm all like LeBron in the garden.
Take a look at this thing, and I'm like, dang, man, it's so new to me. Stay right here, cause you're a baby girl, that's how it gotta be. She does her thing, and I say that is a fortune. She does her thing, you know I say, yeah, that is a fortune.
On the Communications for the Nation's playlist, what I want to do is help people express themselves better, just in all ways in correlation to you actually speaking and being able to work through speech blocks and be able to speak more confidently and speak publicly and openly. So overall, that's just what I want to help you guys with, just how to overall speak better. And it's okay if you feel like you have a speech impediment or you feel like you've labeled yourself with a stutter or just anything that with repetition and consistency, I believe, can be worked through, even though on an energetic, emotional level, right now, it may not feel like that. So with that being said, let's jump right in. This video is about how honesty makes communication more effective. And by effective, I mean gets you the results that you want out of using your vocal cords, gets you into the right positions in life, gets you overall to where you should be. And this doesn't mean you should run around saying honest insults to people. I don't think that's going to get you far, but you should use discernity with the knowledge that I'm about to express. And yeah, let's get it. So first and foremost, honest communication will get you what you deserve. And this can be better friends, better job positions. So let's dive right in. So how will honest communication get you better friends? I mean, if you have friends around you that you can't be completely honest with, meaning that you can't be completely honest with for childish reasons like wanting to fit in or wanting to be socially accepted, it's going to be really tough you can't even have a real connection with the person at hand because you can't be honest about just things that are going on with you. So let's say that maybe you don't want to be honest with this person because you feel like they'll make fun of you, you feel like they'll tell other people, you feel like overall the information that's going to be passed over is not going to be handled properly. Let's just be clear about the fact that this person is not your friend, because when it comes to being honest with them, they'll literally do you wrong. You don't trust them. It's not an honest friendship. So overall, you already know this probably isn't someone that you should hold so dearest to you, unless you're someone that's just invested in, things that are materialistic, things that aren't really the judge of a pure friendship, of a pure relationship. So even with like a job position, if you have the people-pleasing mentality or you feel like you can't be honest about even a wage that you might offer up at first, you have no idea if this is something that you could have had, because you're not even in the realm where you would speak up for yourself. You're not even in the realm where you would literally, say 20 an hour when the job description was 17. Like, you won't back yourself up just because you're like scared of what the result's gonna be. Like, God forbid they say no. It's okay, but just the fact that you're able to challenge things based off of how you honestly feel about yourself, I think that's just going to get you into better situations and better positions. And I've noticed the same for myself. Rather than devaluing myself just to get into a job, I'll say a better wage or a better, maybe even things that I could add to the job, like ways that I could help the company that aren't even in the job description. And if it's not something that job is looking for, that's okay, because at the end of the day, you want to be where you should be. And the only way this is going to happen is if you push for that, if you fight for that. No one else is going to know your value unless you're able to consistently express it and consistently make practice of it, like consistently walk the walk as well. Another reason why honest communication is so much more effective in life is because it enables you to be able to recover from things, not just cover them up. So the reason why being honest about something is going to help you recover from it, because once you're honest about it, then you're able to honestly assess solutions for that problem. If you're trying to cover something up, that means you're downplaying your problem, you're downplaying your issue, and a lot of times things are going to end up rearing their ugly head in other ways later because of your inability to actually fully recover, because of your inability to be fully honest when you're communicating about said things. So even though it might not feel comfortable, even though people might judge you, who cares, because at least you'll know this person judges me and this isn't someone that is going to harbor my growth. And overall, it's going to just help you recover. Feeling is healing. So you have to be honest about what it is that's going on with you, honest about how you're feeling in order for you to heal. And this just, it just overall makes sense because you're able to actually get to the root of the issue. You're not going to cover it up anymore. So being honest allows you to actually recover from past situations, not just cover them up. Another reason for how honest communication is the best form of communication is because people pleasing is going to make you resentful. So a people pleasing behavior comes in many sorts and many forms, and maybe it could maybe one reason, especially for my guys out there, could be because you don't want to make it look like you're weak, or you just want to always play the role of being like the tough guy that's able to handle everything. You could be people pleasing because there could be a lot of behaviors with your girl per se that you allow to persist all the time, and just because you have up the cover that you are the strong person, you're pretty much going to allow things to go on for long periods of time that you don't want, and it's going to make you resentful because without you being able to express something consistently, it's going to be difficult for people to know how you should be treated. And this goes way past the relationship. It goes with just people that you're dealing with in general, from the classroom, really anywhere. That people-pleasing behavior is ultimately going to make you feel resentful. And it's just because people are always going to think that you are okay with the bare minimum from them. Like, overall, you're always going to be in situations where you are just being the bigger person for whatever reason, and people are going to start to actually believe that you are okay with that standard, and that's not acceptable. So being honest with your communication will help you not be resentful over time, because you're always going to be around people that respect you for who you truly are. So you got to be honest with that communication. Obviously, with relationships, with dating, and not being honest with your communication is always going to set you up for a disaster. Like, if you're spending all this time with someone, they're going to be able to figure something out, or different things will come to light at different times. And what's the point of setting yourself up for a disaster? If you're saying you're about to commit in a relationship, you need to have all honest things laid out on the table. Doesn't matter what questions are asked, doesn't matter what's going on, it just has to be honest, because if that's not what's going on, things will boil up and things will rear their ugly head in weird ways later that the person lying might have never expected, or just whatever is going on. It's not going to work to sit there and try to deceive your partner, like someone that you spend so much time with, that you share so much energy with. It's going to show its head. It's going to be clear at some point when the energy is not fully that. So with that being said, y'all, this is how honesty makes communication more effective. And it's your boy Ike Uday with another episode of Purified Hustle. If you like more content like this, I'm going to be dropping much more informative content to communicate for the nations. Like, this is the Communication for the Nations series. I'm going to continue to help you guys learn to express yourself through using your words, being more confident, and just bringing more energy to the table through your vocal powers that you just need to learn how to tap into. And with that being said, y'all, it's your boy Ike. Peace.